stream going back up, and we are what, at game 5? Is that correct?
Fuck General Chat. No, I mean,
Give me a second.
It's not my first rodeo, Mark.
Yeah, 8 firm, game 5.
Are you sure?
Game 5! Game 5! Red attack, 2 goats, 1 ringer, red resupply, oh, not again. Green attack, ninja tempo, green resupply, no clip.
I hadn't checked. No, we just had 3 in a row, didn't we? Oh no, we have 1, 2. No, we had 2 in a row. Yes, now we're ready. No, we had 2 in a row. We had.
I thought that we're on 16 now.
No, we're on game 5.
So I'm like, oh yeah, green attack. And I'm like, Rusty's not playing. Oh no, yeah.
We'll be red resupply. Man, we're getting through our resupply.
It was just a confirmation
That's good.
of
I'm going to stack all my commander games at the end of the day. I'm going to bang them out. So we're on ref.
against Trench, which
Zoe, can we for this
was
ref?
corroborated with
Okay, 9.
eyewitness testimony, the
Do you want to
ref's
ref
view,
after the break?
and also the
Because
game
when you're refing,
commentary.
you'll say that swelling your legs actually sees up more.
Oh! Let's log on, peeps. Let's go. Let's go.
Sorry, did you kill me? And
Sorry, which one are you again?
No. I'll just share it with my team and a bunch of UK people and then upload it.
I don't like to spike my
Okay.
I scream, I'm having fun. With no voice. No voice. No voice. Screaming.
No, I'm on the ref team.
What are you working out?
I'm on the team of referees.
Double
I'm all about penalising people, no matter if they break the rules or not.
Just shoot red team, it's all fine.
Actually, who's leading? Who can
I am. I'm leading. And get moldy low. Push up.
All right. I think we'll probably see them at some point. Such a shame. I know he's absolutely
Green. We got upstairs.
Icebreaker?
What was it?
Shoulders still a little bit sore. Hey, it's when it's out, it's just uncomfortable.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But it's happened so much that it just it doesn't take much to get it come out.
So did he have a big injury that led to the first one?
The very first one, I was coming out green red at Laserforce.
And Chris punching
Yeah.
up?
Full speed, tripped over my feet, stumbled and into the wall, absolutely fell, and like full body in armour on the roof. That was the very first one. And when you do it once,
Yeah, and
easier.
every subsequent is easier.
And the MRI, the socket's supposed to look like this.
Yeah.
The socket looks like that. So that's why the bone's
Yeah,
easier.
but yeah. Well, I hope that goes well for you, my dude.
Well, so do I.
Sure do.
Well, actually, the surgery that they're doing, they actually apply to rugby players. So they get a lot of how many reps do we have logged? Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I'm the floater. I'm the floaty.
Yep. Good to start as soon as you are.
Huh?
Good to start as soon as you are.
Okay, we need another one upstairs. Do you want to do downstairs? Yeah, I'll be the floaty. Okay.
Right. Well, I really wish I was playing here. Like, I'm getting a bit of FOMO, like, not running around. I'd love to be playing, but I just haven't recovered from my COVID 2 months ago sufficiently for this, so.
Yeah, it sucks.
officially long COVID yet, because I am still recovering out of it. It's just super slow. Super slow.
You're going to be pushing it for like 2 months.
Well, I'm just not going to push myself because then I could really long COVID myself, and then I won't be here next year.
According to a Korean doctor, I don't have any friends. A South Korean doctor came up middle of last year. He said, if you haven't had COVID yet, it means you don't have any friends.
All right, so here we are, a bit slow with our running today. This is game 5. Hopefully we are able to put a couple of games in back to back and we can start catching up on our schedule. Glancing at the game state, what do we have? Rusty is on a scout leading his team. Jeff, Pix and Troy as the 3 hits on red, playing Sneak and Diablo as the 3 hits on green. Thank you for running the prediction. Quite a close game, I would say. Not easily obvious as to which team is ahead. Quite a few lives taken off both of the medics though, and low life totals across both teams, under 70. Very low for this point in the game. That both teams need to stabilise and see what they can do to get those life totals up. Special point generation is not much between the two, especially with no infield targets taken by either team's commanders just yet. Only a small amount of time to get your predictions for this game back in. Wager your channel points. Red has a comfortable lead at the moment, but that's only half due to the extra targets that they have. Sneak closing in on his first nuke, but Jeff Pex is actually ahead with 1 nuke already, though that is supported by one of the infield targets being the neutral. Looks like there's a lot of resupplying going on at the moment as teams look to bolster their life totals prior to the first nukes of the game. Being that it's 3 minutes into the game, you can sometimes see nuke pressure this early. Huge round of resupplies. It seems like everybody in the red team is back at resupply, and green are also playing that same game. Finally, some non-resupply shooting action going on as Ninja Jack and Dimmy Hawk come across each other. That has made both teams substantially more healthy and full ammo banks almost across the board. Both of those green scouts should be out and about for quite some time with those life and ammo totals. What's the situation on the red team? Very similar. Rusty on full lives still, but just being deactivated there. Both teams very healthy at the moment. Difference in medic lives very close, only 1 between the two. No nukes dropped yet. Sneak building towards what will be 2 nukes in the pocket, while Jeff Pex has not seen a good special point generation over the last minute or so. However, part of that was them getting resupplied. Excellent power boosts there by the red resupplies. Every single member of their team was active when they were dropped, meaning full value was gained, and that is reflected in the fact that their life and shot totals are now noticeably ahead of green. that was also followed by quite a good run, mainly led by Kamikaze and Glader, with a little help from Rusty and Troy, all offense at the moment for the red team, which you would expect with their very healthy shot and live totals. Only, I would imagine, the heavy holding back to defend the resupply. Checking once in on medic lives, again only one life between the two, now two as Light gets tagged by Rusty. Both the green resupply down, they might be high-tailing it depending how flushed they have been. Red pulling ahead in the game now, actually comfortable lead with a infield target deficit, so that's even more points that they can make up during the game. Sneak closing in on 2 nukes, as is Jeff Pex. So I would imagine we are going to see a double drop here from both commanders. The only question is who is going to get it first. Sneak has reached the special points required first and has a window to drop those 2. Probably not a bad idea considering the life pressure on his medic. Life total is looking lowish on the green team. Unfortunately, Sneak taken down by Troy there, which will not give him a chance to drop that nuke just yet. Jeff Peck's one away from their nuke, but here goes Sneak, pulling that first nuke, pulling the long nuke tone, and again the long nuke tone for the follow-up nuke. That does maximise the downtime that the red team suffers. Just the way that worked out. A good reset there by Sneak on the red medic, down to 2 lives. Kamikaze is out in the open, targeting the green target. If that can be caught, and is caught by Sneak again, that was on 1 life only, that red medic. Now Jeff Pex is almost halfway to what would be a 3 chain. Perhaps they are saving towards that, as Light would be taken out by a 3 chain. And Kamikaze is actually eliminated as Troy is penalised. Troy did shoot El Diablo as a deactivated player prior to that penalty, so assumption there that that was a chase. So red team comfortably ahead on the scoreboard now. Jeff Pex holding on to 2 nukes that would kill out the green medic if they were dropped.
Yeah, resupply drop!
You're a deactivated player, you can't yell too loudly into the maze.
I'm angry. Drop! I'm really sorry.
I understand, but if you yell as a deactivated player and they hear...
I know.
That's...
That was bad of me. Sorry. Put my hands up. Please don't do anything untoward to me.
Jeff Pex 6 specials away at this point. It seems pretty clear they must be saving for a 3 chain. Can they make it work? The green team is very low. Jeff Pex picking up a penalty there for targeting Dimmy Hawk as a deactivated player. Potentially a chase there. This window for really pressing home this advantage is just dissipating as Jeff Pex is holding on. And Sneak gets in there first, dropping his 3rd of the game. Making the red team very low in their life total now. Diablo penalised for locking Troy. Jeff Pex knows that it's just not enough now and does proceed with the double chain that they have. 5 specials short of a 3rd, which would confirm the elimination on Yappy. A good run here by the red team. So even while that was quite a late nuke chain by red, it has resulted in them well ahead at the moment. One missing target on the green team, but that is nowhere near making up the 10,000 point deficit between the two teams. Finally, the green medic is eliminated, followed very quickly by one of the scouts. With 5 minutes to play, fairly even in life count, but red team in a stronger position, especially now that Jeff Pex has confirmed the special points for their third nuke. Sneak does get a missile in onto Ninja Jack.
It's putting people down, but
Jeff Pex does really need to drop that nuke as soon as possible, which will put the green team on track for a potential elimination. But the live totals on the red team are also very low, which is an artifact of how long ago their medic was eliminated. Would be a comfortable win to the red team if their medic had lasted another 2 minutes, but that was not the case. Can Sneak get another nuke before Jeff Pex decides to drop the one they have? The answer is no. Jeff Pex drops that nuke, not actually killing any green players, but reduces their life total a lot, and it is now dire. With 3 3/4 minutes to go, we would expect this to be a win by elimination here. The only thing that can change that is Sneak. A good thing the green ammo is still in the game on 1 life, because Sneak was absolutely dry on shots there, is now up to 10 as the green heavy is eliminated. It is going to have to be a one-man show from Sneak here to stave off the elimination, and with over 3 minutes remaining, I just don't see that as a viable outcome. Jeff Pex, very unlikely to get another nuke here. The only nuke that I see on the table is going to be Sneak's if he can make that happen. A nuke, of course, would eliminate 2 of the red players, but that is probably not going to be enough. Sneak is now alone in the maze as the last remaining green player that is not 3 hits is eliminated. He does get... Oh, poor Sneak, he pulls the nuke, but Jeff Pex, the opposing commander, cancels that nuke. That is...
if this game couldn't get any more worse.
That is just horrid for the green team there. Sneak got those specials, tried to pull that fast nuke, was not helped by getting the long nuke call on the PA, and there is the elimination. Little over 2 minutes remaining, and that is game 5 done and dusted. Solid effort there by Sneak, just not quite supported by the rest of his team enough on that one. Yeah, I could see that, and Jeff just... Well, Megan.
We were pumping it, so what's going on there?
Well, Rusty says when I wants me to drop it.
No,
Because I came out here and my medic would be dead if she dropped straight away.
Megan.
Waiting for ages.
so he told her to go, and then
I think you cancel at the end.
I didn't know.
I was like, I had to drop it down.
Yeah, because I saw you go down, and then I was watching stuff apparently like, she's targeting him, like, well, no, that's fair.
Rusty went down the ramp ahead of me, the rest of them came down behind me. Only Rusty was ahead of my track.
Yeah, no, I saw that, and then I was like, and then when you're like, she's targeting, I'm like, yep, that's
She was
penalty.
missile locking me.
Yeah, good thing you called when you did.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Oh, that, yeah.
You're
You were
fine.
ahead of me, the rest of your team was behind me.
So I died and came out here. And I'm like,
So what was that? A double track?
No, it's just a track on.
No, well, that's, well, because, yeah, so you all kind of weirdly
The
chipping down.
penalty interrupted a missile ball, so
And then I
he saved 600 points
Oh,
of damage.
oh.
She wasn't doing anything. Oh my God.
So that was on who? Oh, all the penalties are on 3 hits. So, alright, you said Rusty was ahead of you, so they had to be a red team penalty. So was it Troy or Megan? Who got taken down? Megan. Ah. So I don't know if you heard that clearly, chat. Megan was on track to missile Zoe here, but got saved by a ref awarding a penalty for a track mid-missile. Right, the game is up. Alright, let's keep it moving. Game number 6. Poisonous is red attack. My little bronies is red resupply. 2 goats, 1 ringer is green attack. Ninja tempo, green resupply. Megan was able to wipe her tears with that Newcastle and game victory at the end there though, so.
Yeah, but I feel comfortable with Rusty's second on attack, so 6 or 7 second on defense.
So we get two ref
Six. Yeah, I agree. What's that?
Get another Newcastle this game. I can still keep running.
What, when you're too fucking tired to run?
No, I'm fine.
You won't be at the end of the day.
I just want to play.
Yes, I won't.
It'll be you and Rusty playing together at the
It's
end of the
green,
day.
it's already 6 on the
Oh, wait,
green.
am I? Oh, yeah, I'm on the red.
Okay.
Wait, am I? Wait.
Hey,
Who's
no, he's fucking shooting. Jesus Christ, mate. They can shoot themselves? Yeah, they can shoot. They know how to use a gun.
I feel like I'm definitely on red. Poisonous is on red.
Oh,
Game
cool.
6, Poisonous is on red attack.
Red. Could you please log our RFC? Could you please ref me up? Fanciest pants. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Strange having my clothes.
Jesus.
Whoa. What legs? Hey Rick, how are you feeling?
It's game 6, right?
Not completely wrecked like the rest of us.
Well, physically I'm okay. Emotionally,
Alright, and here we go with game number 6. Some resupplies at the start, and the first hit is claimed by, who's that? Dimmy Hawk hitting Traj. Dimmy trying to get a reset off the neutral target, not able to follow that up, goes back for a resupply. Otherwise a reasonable small run there by the red team. And no lives taken off either medic. Yeah, we're a bit behind, God Servant. This is only game 6 and it is just before 11:30. There's been quite a bit of required pauses to have important discussions about stuff, including a pause of the stream so a VOD could be checked. Hopefully we're mostly done with that now and can make up this time into lunch and afterwards. So we do have a bit of a lead now with the red team pulling out. Still not too bad for the green team though, only having lost 2 lives off their medic during that initial exchange. Medic lives being the most important thing to track at this early stage in the game. As long as you can keep your medic fairly untouched, you can come back from almost anything in this game. Still a fairly early lead to the red team here. Right, I might just participate in this prediction as well. Is anybody else going to participate? Right. Traj leaving. Traj hasn't left, he is still with us. Traj did dislocate his shoulder and it needed to be popped back in, but that was mid-game and Traj resumed play. That was a few games ago now. Right, prediction is over, and at the moment it looks fairly strong position here for the red team. They have managed to only allow 1 life to be taken off their medic, while 3 have been taken off Yappy, who is on the green team. Special point generation is slow at the moment. 3 minutes into the game, neither commander is close to a first nuke. However, both infield targets remain in play for both of those commanders. No targets at all taken from the red team. As I say that, Orange as heavy does take out the neutral and then has a mutual with sneak before being taken down by Dim. Still no nukes available in the game just yet, so everybody is fairly safe, though Ninja Jack does need to be careful of his life total. Flirting with only 6 lives. With 12 shots as well, he probably should look to be rotating back to his resupply, and he does so. Equal targets at the moment, and you can see there's about a 3,000 point lead to red. They also hold the lead in medic lives, but 17 is not a bad total to have managed to keep with 4 minutes elapsed. Green team still has plenty of scope to survive and do well in this game. At the moment the entire red team is down, and so can green team press that advantage? And they go on a good run, interrupted only by Traj, who is taken down simultaneously by Ninja Jack and Sneak. Traj does respond to that by pulling the first nuke of the game, draws the long tone, but it does detonate, allowing for some resupply to occur. Not a huge amount of follow-up, except now while Traj gets in and does immediately tag the green medic. Ninja Jack has reached his first nuke and responds. Ninja Jack's is cancelled though. Cancelled by Traj. That is not good at all for the green team. They would have been relying on that nuke to give some pressure onto the red team and also get those medic lives low. Still 18 lives on Tomo. That would have been a bit different had that nuke detonated. Ninja Jack goes in using a missile to kill the red target. So green ahead on the scoreboard now, but that is somewhat artificial due to the sheer number of untagged infield targets remaining for the red team. Traj is working his way towards nuke number 2 and is very close to that now. Hell, at a pretty good space there with almost full lives and shots and rapid fire and enough specials for another rapid fire, so they're probably sorted for most of the rest of the game. Still missing their targets as well, so that's 2 more rapid fires on the table for L should they need that to happen. Traj uses a missile on the neutral, taking him to enough specials for that second nuke. And he looks to pull it straight away. Entire green team goes down due to that nuke, putting 2 of their players into single digits, including the medic. And once again, Traj backs up that single nuke with a strong attack into the resupply, tagging that medic. Yappy now on 6 lives, and that is a big difference between the 2 teams now. Big difference. Tomai still sitting on 18 lives. That is a huge difference. It is hard to see this game going anywhere but as a tick into the red team's column now, as we have 8 minutes to play. Red team looking extremely healthy, and Yappy needs to make sure his heavy and ammo get lives as soon as possible while they hold off Traj. Ninja Jack closing in on what would be nuke number 2 for him. But as we say that, Red goes on a tear of a run. An absolute tear, including multiple hits on the medic, taking Yappy down to a single life. This game is going to be over, I think, with that Yappy elimination confirmed. 7 minutes to play, 74 lives on the green team, but Traj is closing in on what will be nuke number 3 with a target in hand. This game will run for quite a few minutes yet, but my read is that there just is too much time remaining and not enough lives on the green team for them to survive all of that time. They do still have their ammo though, so they will still be able to fight as long as they can. Rusty gets in with a full 3 tag on the enemy heavy. And Traj 1 special away now from nuke number 3. L there using the green target as a reset to keep shooting Ninja Jack, denying Ninja Jack's ability to continue to build specials towards what will be his second nuke. Traj has arrived at nuke number 3. He's been dropping them 1 at a go, so I would expect him to pull that out pretty soon as he disengages from actively chasing the other team. Morange picks up a penalty by shooting a deactivated Dimmy Hawk, so the assumption would be that is probably a chase. Dimmy Hawk does missile Morange in return, while Ninja Jack drops his nuke. Takes 3 of the red team to single life totals, but their medic is still alive, so for 2 of those players that can be rectified. And Tomai does pull a power boost as the actual point lead of the game is flip-flopping right between the 2 teams multiple times in the last 15 seconds. Dimmy Hawk missiles L to give green team a little bit of a lead, but it is still, with 5 minutes to play, probable that this is going to go to an elimination. Not absolutely guaranteed at this point, but only Rusty with more than 10 lives. And Rusty being only a scout in this game means he does not have the staying power that a 3-hit would have. Tomai as the red medic, 8 lives with 4.5 minutes remaining. We could yet see what I believe would be the first medic survival of the tournament. Ninja Jack eliminated out removes any possible nuke pressure that green could bring to bear. So this is 100% going to be a red team victory here. They still have a few infield targets available to them, and once those are realised, red will be comfortably ahead on the scoreboard. And as I say that, the resupply move in and do destroy that neutral target, taking them into the lead, and that will be a lead that they will not relinquish for the rest of the game. Traj building towards looking to be a double stack, and that double stack will be the crowning glory of this red team victory. Once those 2 nukes are dropped, only Rusty will be left, and Rusty will not last long. Even a player of his capability, as a 1 hit against a full hunt 6, will just not survive. Traj just wanting that 1 more special now, 1 more special, and he will get a double nuke. He's sitting on those now, and he will pull that straight away, and he does. Rusty not helping matters by shooting his own ammo, and that confirms the elimination of everybody on the green team outside of Rusty. Red team now closing out the targets that they need to get maximum score. And now it is just the hunt for Rusty. Rusty does have rapid fire and plenty of ammo, but he is a 1 hit being hunted by 6 players. Morange is well aware of the situation, tagging Rusty and immediately calling his position. Rusty doing okay and actually getting a hit on the medic. 3 hits in a row, in fact. But Traj comes and sorts that out. It would be quite a feat here for the medic on the red team to be eliminated, but if there is one player that can do it, it is Rusty. I still would imagine this game is going to go to a easy elimination win for the red, and if I'm not mistaken, the first medic survival of the entire tournament. Only a matter of time now. Have we had a medic survival yet?
Like a non-elim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had 2 non-elim games.
Where the medic... No. I'm not talking about the team dying. I'm talking about the medic survival. Have we had a medic survival?
Yeah, probably.
We have? We've had a few?
Yeah.
Alright, my illustrious other players here tell me that there have been other games where the medic has survived.
Oh, one of the ones. Yeah.
Oh, you were?
Monday.
Alright. Probably, well, in that case, let's call it the first medic survival of today, because I'm certain that's accurate. And there we go, 51 seconds on the clock. Rusty loses his last life, confirming that this was an elim. Red with a comfortable victory there, bolstered by the 10,000 point elimination bonus. If we were counting things in, which I don't think we are.
There was no reflection.
Can you stop and let me finish? Oh, chase on that.
I didn't know what I was talking about.
100% chase. They ping me and I'm like, yep, that's a chase. So where did you penalise me? Because if you penalised me...
Basically, if you hit the wall again.
Oh, okay, right.
Confirmation that that penalty on Orange was indeed a chase.
But then you went and shot.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like...
Well, put me down faster next time so I can get my chase.
Last game before lunch.
Okay.
That close.
Alright, last game before lunch, game 7. Let's get this in super quick so we can go to lunch.
That's what she said. She wanted to go to lunch.
That's right.
I do want to go to lunch.
Alright, we have 2 goats, 1 ringer. Red attack. Poisonous, red resupply. My little brodies, green attack. No clip, green resupply.
This is only our second
Game 7.
Who played Commander first game? I think we're at 1 and 4 now. Oh no, we're at 1 and 3.
That's not. Am I not playing? No. No, this is a
Right.
yeah. Well, this is the last one before lunch.
Yeah.
Let's go, people. Last game before lunch. Let's keep it moving.
Game 7. I'm logged. Cool.
At the end, we don't have Russell.
We're red. No, what are we? We're 7. We're green attack. If the person who asked the question is still behind me.
No, get into the maze.
I'm checking what my lineups are for the rest of the tournament so I know when to rotate. Actually, that's a lie. I'm just doing it now.
Do that during lunch. And
Do I need to make a decision?
Yeah.
We actually have a strategy in this.
Yeah. I mean, bear in mind, like, when you are pushing
I have a new strategy, R2. Let's all keep with.
That was my point.
Orange just played to give me.
It'll just be like a rotating.
Not a ref. He's working on as a ref. I feel really offended. Every time I walk over, he's like, ref.
No, top 6 is captain's contract. Yeah.
Funny that works that.
I'm refereeing.
I'm pretty glad I'm 7th there. Oh,
Electric shock.
top 7.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then I'm the one straight after that.
Fancy pants, riff me up. Let's make a bench.
Shadow fire.
Glade, are you able to pop in? Everyone's ready. Cool, thanks, bud.
Finishing off my personal project. Don't you worry.
No worries. Alright, last game before lunch, everybody. We'll be underway in a moment. And here we go. Only a single resupply on both teams to open game. Immediate clash of the attacking players. Sounds like there might actually be a strong competition for the upstairs area at the moment. Rusty versus Morange's commander on absolutely equal stats at the moment. Checking in on the medic lives real quick, we have only one medic life off Trage playing medic on the red side, while nothing has been touched on Mr. Doom for the green medic. Looks like whatever side won the upstairs area has their opponent's retreat because they are no longer exchanging fire around the medics. Who have we got on heavies? We have light on heavy for green and we have L on heavy for red. L's been playing pretty well today. There was a couple of games ago where she did a really good attack into the resupply area, got a couple of medic hits, doing well on that. Red team's lead slightly artificial at the moment, bolstered by those two targets. But those targets are on the resupply, which is always a good thing to have. Getting them closer to their first power boost in the game. Checking in on special points, we have Rusty just a tiny bit ahead of Morange on the special point generation. Though Morange does have more points, that's due to a missile. Did not quite see who that missile went off, but it clearly went into a player, as Morange is yet to actually have taken any targets. Right, there is a channel prediction going on. I think I will weigh in as well. And, oh, quite a few points have been wagered. Let's have a quick look. Only a few seconds left to predict. I think I will wager a few. I only got a few in. Whoops. Still equal wages. Good work, team. We'll see which team comes out on top. At the moment, it is still a game situation lead to green because they have more medic lives and they have less targets scored. Not a big lead though. Anything can still happen in this game. All outcomes available. Morange doing a good job of keeping within touching distance of Rusty's special point generation. Morange is back at his resupply right now, filling up. All players look fairly healthy at the moment, no one with concern. Good shots, especially on the green team. Their resupply has been doing a stellar work as Rusty gets his first missile of the game, putting it into El Diablo, the green ammo. So a very small lead again at the moment to the red team, I would say. Especially with Mr. Doom going down to 16 lives as the green medic. Very, very close. Rusty doing Rusty things is building up towards what looks like an intended 2-stack. There have been almost as many single drops as there. I think there have been more single drops than chains. Certainly this morning, if not the entire tournament. Morange has actually completed his first work. And Rusty gets him with a missile. Not very happy about that. Let's hope that Rusty didn't get that with a track. Rusty does get some resupply from his medic, though what he really wants is, of course, is shots. And as I think everybody knows, Rusty loves his doubles, as do we all. The lives are fairly healthy across both teams at the moment. Rusty looks to change that by moving into that double. This will put Morange in a challenging position, being down to 5 lives with his companion medic on 9. Rusty does get away another missile, this time into a scout. Morange responds with a shot onto L, who is playing heavy for the red team. And Morange also puts a missile into Jeff Pex, one of the scouts for red. Good little run here for green, and they need it. What they also need is to make sure their life total comes back up. Morange sitting on 33 specials with 2 untagged targets means that he has 2 nukes within his grasp whenever he chooses to take that. Checking in on medic lives, Traj is sitting on 13 medic lives with nukes yet to be dropped against him, whereas Mr. Doom is sitting on 9 lives, having 2 nukes dropped against him. Light picking up a penalty there. Let's see if I can spot it in the feed. Penalised, uncertain. He was deactivated by Light and then penalised, so unsure exactly what happened there. Morange does take this opportunity to drop both of his nukes. A good play there, putting L into a dangerous position on 4 lives. She will need to make sure that she gets resupplied as soon as possible, but gets taken down by Squizzer as Morange missiles Jeff Pex. A good run there for green, but is immediately countered by a very strong run there for the red team. They are maintaining About a 3,000 point lead, and only 1,000 of that is due to the targets. Rusty almost at another nuke here. This could be very dangerous for the green team, though the medic still is clear of nuke pressure just at the moment. So this game will run a bit longer, and we do have 8 minutes to play. Green needs to make sure that their players cycle through and get all their targets, as they are missing 3,000 points of 3,000 points there. As I say that, Rusty does drop that nuke that he had available to him, putting Mr. Doom down to 2 lives critical now for the green medic. Rusty follows that up with another target that he had been saving for this occasion. Green on 82 lives, otherwise fairly healthy outside of those 2 lives for the green medic. Decent shots as well, running 177. Just a moment of time to reflect here. Lots of resupply going on between the 2 teams. Not a lot of combat between the 2. This probably favours green a little more than red at the moment, simply because their life total on the medic is so low, being only 2. Morange can do something about that though, if he manages to get his special point generation going again once he is filled up. And I think red team are also doing similar, knowing their medic is low on lives, they are filling up. And Jeff Pex, for example, is completely full, needs to activate rapid fire and depart the resupply area. That doesn't happen as they get shot by Light, who is on an attacking run, probably while his commander is still filling up. Perhaps not, as Morange puts both of his remaining missiles into Jeff Pex and L. One of those being the heavy means that the resupply are briefly open to attack, but it looks like that wasn't able to be followed through. Rusty down to, Tragedy down to 6 lives, playing the red medic, with Morange sitting on 1 nuke in his pocket. Rusty not yet able to get to his next nuke, as Morange does pull the nuke he has available. Doom has been doing a really good job, or his team in general been doing a really good job of keeping him safe, having been on 2 lives for several minutes now. That is giving green team a real chance at this game. Having said that, he did just get tagged by Rusty, and Rusty did get a reset, but looks like just unable to get that final tag onto the medic. The medic is still alive. If green can stabilize and just get that life total back up, they still have a strong chance in this game. Point totals are actually incredibly close at the moment, and as I say that, the lead actually flips. 2 unclaimed targets available to Light as well, which would give them a 1,000 point lead, equalizing for the missed target on L, the red heavy. Point lead of the game is flipping between the 2 teams at the moment, as DK goes on a bit of a run there from the ammo position of all things. Rusty does get to his nuke and pulls it straight away, but Doom had already been tagged out, so that wasn't a huge difference there. 85 lives for the green team at the 4.5 minute to go mark. Cancelled. No, Rusty's nuke was not cancelled. It definitely did detonate. Chat, I'm not sure exactly what you saw, but it looked like it went off to me. Rusty follows that up with a missile onto Morange, the enemy commander, who is approaching what would be his 4th nuke, if I'm counting correctly. We really do need that medic hit to be given though, the one that is on Trag that would put him within range of being killed out by that nuke. Rusty cancelled Morange's. Oh, I see. Thank you for clearing that up, chat. I must have missed that. That really would have put a different complexion on things. Still a chance here for green if they can just effect this elimination onto the red medic as soon as possible. 4 lives just being slightly out of nuke range. A single hit is all they need, and here goes the nuke pull. If they can just get that tag. Oh, and there was a tag of Traj by Light in the middle of that nuke, and that does confirm the elimination of the red medic. The lives you have are all the lives you get now across both of the teams as green goes on another strong run. Pulling a little bit ahead now of the red team. Quite a while to go now before either commander gets to their next nuke, and the life total is in favour of the green team, as is the available shots they have left. Ninja Jack with rapid fire, but he only has about half of his clip remaining and 9 lives to go with it. 4 players on the red team now in single digits versus only 2 players on the green team in single digits. Rusty still does have a reasonable number of lives on 13, but he probably would like a little more resupply as green continues to apply really good pressure to the red team. A bit of a gap opening up now, close to 2,000 points. Still 5 missiles available to the red team, so that is most of that gap if they were all able to be placed into players. Elle does confirm the last target that she needed on that team, bringing the game score once again to be within 1,000 points. Very close game here. This game will not go to an elim by either team, I would imagine, though if Morange does manage to pick up that nuke soon, he might be able to have something to say about that. Light puts a missile into Ninja Jack, putting him on extremely low life total. Ninja Jack responds by taking out Light, the opposing green heavy. Special point generation is going to be the key now to whether an elimination is possible. Rusty putting a missile into El Diablo, running him dry of that particular scoring mechanism. Orange goes on a absolute tear, getting enough specials for a nuke. If he pulls this, 3 players will be eliminated. I spoke too soon, as Ninja Jack is eliminated as we enter the final minute of the game. Morange does pull that nuke, draws a nice short one, eliminating an additional 2 players, leaving only Rusty and DK in the maze. Rusty, 8 lives, 16 shots will probably prevent this game from going to an elimination, but extremely close on the scoreboard, only 1,000 points in it. Rusty does have plenty of targets to aim at though, as they all look to try and hunt him down. He does pull a nuke though, as Tomai is penalised, and that nuke does go off, eliminating the green ammo. Only 20 seconds to play now, and plenty of ammunition remaining on the green team outside of Morange, who has no shots and no missiles. So Morange will not be able to increase his score for this game, as green team is just behind. Rusty might actually pull out a victory here. One of the closest games we've had in a while. A very, very narrow point victory.
Fingers crossed those yellows don't stick. Nuke defuse cost us the game. Sorry, team.
I came back when
That is true. Orange's nuke defuse lost the game. If that hadn't been defused, that probably would have proceeded to an elim. A point victory by a very small margin there. Very exciting game to watch and commentate.
That probably was like borderline.
And I correctly predicted the right team to win. Very close though. Very exciting game to close out the morning session here. Hopefully we can have games as good as that for the rest of the day. Excellent work to everybody. And we will call that end of stream for the morning. And we will see you for the afternoon session in about an hour. See you later.